Happy International Women's Day, one and all. We're coming to you live from New Jersey. Hi everyone, Nathan Hart, the captain here, bringing you this action. We conclude International Women's Day with the annual International Women's Day game here on Captain's Arcade. Tonight we have the Santa Barbara Riveters, consisting of Satin Dollz, that's Dolls with a Z, taking on the defending champions, Garden State Queens, featuring the best of women's wrestling. Let's take a look at starting lineup for the visiting Santa Barbara Riveters, and it goes a little something like this. Roz is going to be kicking off per usual, followed by Felicity, Ella, Giselle, Andy, Lonnie, Sailor, Vera, and Willow. They're going to be squaring off against Izzy Moreno, the Mission Pro Wrestling Champion. With that being said, let's go to the field. Roz making her way to the plate. And into left field, base hit. Already kicking things off with a double. Kicking things off with an extra bases. And Roz will park it at second. Let's see what Felicity can do. Can she capitalize? And on the ground, come back over to Izzy. Izzy over to Lady Frost. And they're going to get both of them. Satin Doll Ella is going to be making her way to the plate. Ball one. And swing and a miss. 1-1. Already 2 gone. And on the outside, 1-2. And uppercuts it over to left. Under it is Kinsey for out number 3. Nothing doing here. Only that one base hit from Roz, but that gets erased. And now we head to the bottom half of the first. And the lineup for the defending Queens goes a little something like this. Mickie James is going to be playing short. She'll kick things off, followed by AK, Marty Bell, Kinsey, Ella, Kylie, Jordan Grace, who's making a special appearance as a guest, concerned the fact that she just signed with WWE, Lady Frost, and Mandy Leon, the former Women of Honor. They're going to be squaring off against Posey. Let's see what Mickie James does. Outside, 1-0. And get up! Get up! Get out of here! Gone! This one's for you, Bob Uecker. Already drawing first blood is Mickie James. AK makes her way to the plate. Can she capitalize? Uppercuts it. Under it is Lonnie. And 1 pitch, 1 gone for AK. Let's see what her Hex sister Marty Bell can do. Outside, 1-0. And on the outside, 1-1. Both AK and Marty Bell, their first and only WWE appearance to date is the Mae Young Classic. Marty Bell competing in the first one, and the second one was AK. Chuck Woolery count. Full count now. Ball 4 inside. Marty Bell's aboard. Let's see what Kinsey Page does. Outside. Kinsey Page alongside her sister Kylie Page, co-owners of Crossfire Wrestling in NWA territory. And putting away is Willow. Let's see what Ella Envy does. Free agent now. And swing and a miss, 0-1. 1-1 now in the dirt. Outside, 2-1. Ella Envy just parted ways with the NWA. She may be gone, but she's left her mark. And got her looking. Homer from Mickie James. 1 left for the Queens. Let's head to the top of the second, starting with Giselle. Izzy Moreno back to work. 0-1. On the ground, foul. And got her swinging. Satin Doll Andy makes her way to the plate. Uppercuts it over. And Mandy Leon. And puts it away. Lonnie's up next. And into center, base hit. And Ella stops it quickly, so it's going to be a single. Sailor's up next. Let's see what she can do. In the dirt, 1-0. And over a liner in center, base hit. And it's going to be equal extra bases. And the throw is not in time, so it's going to be runners in scoring position. Vera makes her way to the plate. Can she capitalize with runners in scoring positions with 2 gone? Swing and a miss, 1-1. And over in the left base hit, that's going to get the Riveters on board. 2 runs are going to score on a double. It's now 2-1 in favor of Santa Barbara. Number 9 hitter Willow is up next. Just outside, 1-0. And swing and a miss, 1-1. Uppercuts it over in third. Over in short, Mickey James, and the side is retired. 2-run score for the Riveters. To the bottom of the second we go, starting with Kylie Page. And the co-owner of Crossfire Wrestling looks at ball 1, outside. On the ground, foul. Way outside, 2-1. On the ground, foul. And full count now. In the dirt, ball 4. Jordan Grace, like I said, she's going to be making a guest appearance here. And she wanted to go out on a high note, do a little final send-off. As she is in WWE now. She just signed a contract with WWE. And get out of here, gone! Opposite field homer. Queens are back in the lead, 3-2. Lady Frost is up next. And, ooh, I thought it was a strike. It tailed back inside in time, but it's a ball. That one's a strike. Just snips the inside corner, though, but strike nonetheless. That one's a tough one. It's 2-1. And in the dirt, 3-1. And tails inside. Full count now. And, ooh, wanted strike 3, but instead it's ball 4. I'm starting to question these umpires. Mandy Leon swings and misses. 1-1 now. And just tails outside, or so I thought. 2-1. 1-2. On the ground, foul. 2-2 now. The truck Woolery. And got her swinging. Back to the top of the order we go for Mickey James. She homered in her first trip. And runner goes. Ball 1, and the runner back. And over and right. Under it is Sailor for out number 1. Let's see what AK does. And swing and a miss on the ball on the inside. 0-1. 0-2 now. Ball in the dirt. Swing and miss. And strikes her out. Questionable call there, but a strikeout nonetheless. We're going to the top of the third, starting with Roz. And strike 1. Or so I think. I don't know what's up with these umpires. And inside, 2-1. Right outside, 2-2. The truck Woolery. And uppercuts it over to the left, foul. Got her swinging. Felicity's up next. In the center, under Azella. No problem. Another Ella makes her way to the plate. Satin Dollz Ella. Juts it foul over to the right. Swing and a miss, comes up empty. Say goodnight. 1, 2, 3 go the Rosies. To the bottom of the third we go, starting with Marty Bell. Marty Bell walked her first trip. Let's see what she does this time around. Outside, 1-0. On the ground, foul. On the ground, foul again, over to the left. Outside, 2-2. Into the air. Over and right. Can she get there in time? She will not. Full count now. And she walks again. Kinsey's up next. 0 for 1 in the game. Outside, 1-0. Various female wrestlers from various promotions over in attendance. They're going to be cheering their sisters on. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Inside, into the letters. Outside, 2-1. Let's look at Marty Bell now, the pitch. Marty Bell goes. In the air to left. Under it is Vera. And Kinsey's retired. Let's go to Ella. Struck out her first trip on a questionable count. On the ground, picks it up. Posey, and everybody will be safe. Kylie Lexa's up next. Can she capitalize? She walked her first trip. And swinging a miss in the dirt. 0-1. Posey had her fooled. Runners go. Swinging a miss. Strike 2 outside. The 0-2. And got her looking. Again, questionable, but got her looking. Let's see what Jordan Grace does. Homer to her last trip. And she does it again, folks! She does it again! 3-1 Johnson for Jordan Grace. It's now 6-2 in favor of the Queens. Let's see what Frost does. She walked her last trip. Outside. Could be setting things up. 1-2. 1-0. 2-0 now. And over and right. Putting away a sailor for out number 3. 3-1 Johnson for Jordan Grace. To the top of the fourth we go, starting with number 4, the cleanup hitter, Giselle, who struck out her first trip. On the ground over to AK. AK over to Frost for out number 1. Let's see what Andy does. 0 for 1 in the game also. And 1-0. On the ground over Mickey James to Frost for out number 2. Lonnie makes her way to the plate. She singled her first trip. Into the dirt. 1-0. In the center. The right center. And nobody's going to get it. And the throw over to second. And the throw is in plenty of time. So much for trying to get on board a second time. Trying to get a second. Try to get a double. And we're going to have him pitch a change. Landy to begin the bottom in number 4. Mandy Leon's going to be the first one. And Ella over to Felicity for out number 1. Mickey James makes her way to the plate. Strike 1. In there. And strike 2. Say goodnight. Allison Kay's up next. 0 for 2 in the game. And AK juts it over to the right. Base hit. And can she stretch out on the double? And she will be in there. She's in there with a 1-out double. Let's see what her Hex sister Marty Bell does, who walked her in her first 2 trips. And had her fooled on that one. Outside. 0-1. On the ground, foul. AK goes. Ball 1. And AK back. Into the dirt. Wisely lays off of that one. 2 and 2. Liner to third. Liner to left. And Vera puts it away. None shall pass this time around. Bottom of the lineup we go. Starting with Sailor to begin the top of inning number 5. On the ground at AK over to Frost for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 gone. Vera's up next. She doubled her first trip. And swing and a miss on that one. 0-1. Way late on that one. 0-2. Tries to get her to say goodnight, but she wisely lays off. 1 and 2. And just a foul over to the right. Over the third. Marty Bell over to Frost for out number 2. Let's see what Willow does. Grounder back over to Izzy. Izzy over to Frost for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Riveters. 6-2 in favor of the Queens. Kicking things off as Kinsey Page has begin the bottom of the 5th. Swings and misses. The ball in the dirt. Had her full on that one. Outside, 1 and 1. And over in left, putting away is Vera for out number 1. Ella's up next. And over in right center, base hit. And she's thinking extra bases right off the bat. And she will get extra bases. 1 out double, that is. Kylie Page is up next. Strikeout victim her first trip on a questionable call. And swing and a miss, 0-1. And swing and miss, ball in the dirt. 0-2, the 0-2. Second night. All 3 of them in the dirt. Had her fooled. Jordan Grace is up next. 2 trips, 2 homers. Outside, 0-1. 1-0, excuse me. 2-0 now. Has a look at Ella Envy. Now the pitch. And she throws back the second and the runner back. Has a look at Ella. Ella goes. And into the left center field gap. Base hit. That's going to score a run. The second is Jordan Grace. And it's an RBI double out this one. 7-2 in favor of the Queens. Lady Frost is up next. Can she capitalize with 2 gone? And just outside, 1-0. On the ground, foul. And just tries to nip the outside corner, but fails to do so. Over and right, that's going to score a run. Scoring is Jordan Grace. The second is Frost. And she will get an RBI double out this one. 8-2 in favor of the Queens. Let's see what Mandy Leon does. 0-2 in the game with 2 gone. And had her fooled on that one. Swing and miss at letters. 1-1. And on the ground, foul. Inside, wisely lays off of that one. And throw over second, pick off, and the runner back. Runner goes again. On the ground, foul. And base hit in center, liner to center. Runners are going to be at the corners with 2 gone, and we go back to the top of the lineup for Mickey James. 1 for 3 in the game. And uppercuts it over in left. Vera has it, and the side is retired. 2 runs for the Queens. 8-2 is the score. Back to the top of the lineup for the top of inning number 6 for Roz. Outside, 1-0. In the dirt, wisely lays off, 2-0. Over in center, Ella. And Roz is retired. Let's see what Felicity does. 0-2 in the game. Inside, 1-0. Various dolls from the past and present coming in here for this special occasion. Some are in the field, some are in the stands cheering on their sisters. And over in right center, who has it? That will be Ella. And Felicity's retired. Satin Dollz Ella is up next. 0-2 in the game. 0 for 2 in the game. The 1-0. The 0-1, excuse me. 1-1 now. Has to back up. And right down Broadway, 1-2. Got her swinging. 1, 2, 3 go the Rosies. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 8-2 is the score of Garden State. Starting with AK. Over and right. And it goes over the head of Sailor. And she's thinking 2 off the bat. And she will get 2. AK's aboard. Let's see what her tag team partner Marty Bell does. And base hit. Runners are going to be in the corners. Time to make way for Kinsey Page. 0 for 3 in the game. Outside. 1-0. And just a foul. Laser beams over to the right side. 2-1 now. Runners go. And ball 3. And runners back. Let's look at the hex. Now the pitch. And base hit. Cold streak ends as AK scores. 9-2 is the score in favor of the Queens. First and second, no one gone, and in steps Ella Envy. And it's going to be extra bases and then some. Scoring is Marty Bell. And in the second is Ella Envy, and she will be out at second. 10-2 in favor of the Queens. Let's see what Kylie Page does. 2 strikeouts in her last 2 trips. Outside, 1-0. Uppercuts it over in left. This is going to be a sac fly, just enough to get her sister home. And we'll record that as a sac fly over in left. 11-2 in favor of Garden State. Jordan Grace has been on fire. 2 homers and a double. Darla, who's now in New York, is now going to be taking over. Darla now in New York, Satin Dollz. And she does it again, folks! She does it again! 2-run shot for Jordan Grace. 12-2 in favor of the Queens. Can Lady Frost capitalize with 2 gone? And tails back inside. Public enemy number 1. 1-0. 0-1, excuse me. 0-2. Swing and miss the ball in the dirt. On the ground, foul. And just it over to the left side, foul. Outside, 1-2. Working that pitch count. 2-2 now. The Chuck Woolery. And just it over to the left, base hit. And this is going to be equal extra bases, and Lady Frost will make it. Mandy Leon's up next. Base hit, her first trip. Her last trip, excuse me. Inside, ball 1. And swing and miss a ball under. Had her fooled on that one. 1-1. And, ooh, I'm questioning that again. 1-2. I don't agree with it. It should be 1-2. It should be 2-1, excuse me. The Chuck Woolery. On the ground. Darla has it. Throw to first is in time. 4-run score. 12-2 is the score. To the top of the 7th we go, starting with Giselle. Strike 1, just on the inside corner. Over in right center, base hit. And Giselle's thinking 2 off the bat. And she's getting 3. She will get 3. Leadoff triple for Giselle. Can Andy capitalize? We'll find out. And we're going to be getting a pinch runner. Simone is going to be taking over. Satin Dollz Simone. And strike 1, just on the inside. Ball 1. The 1-1. In the dirt. 2-1 now. And swing and a miss on that one, and the ball in the dugout. And full count. Though it could have been one way or the other. Got her looking. Lonnie's up next. 2 for 2 in the game. And strike 1 just on the inside corner. Tries to tell the outside corner, but it misses. 1-1. And swing and a miss. 1-2. And Chuck Woolery count. Chuck Woolery. And gops it over. Throws home. And it's going to be a 5-2 put out over at home. Sailor's up next and looks at ball 1. And on the ground. And they're going to throw him to second over for the out. Time to get up and stretch. When we come back, Mickey James is going to be taking things over at home. We'll be at the plate. And so here is Mickey James. 1 for 4 in the game. On the ground foul. Bullpen's warming up in the Queen's side. 1-1. And in the air, deep drive. That one's gone. Mickey James solo shot. 13-2 in favor of Garden State. AK's up next. 2 doubles in her last 2 trips. On the ground. Darla has it. Throw to first is in time. Marty Bell's up next. She singled her last trip. And tries to nip it inside, but it misses. 1-0. 2-0 now. And swing and a miss. 2-1. Outside. 3-1 now. And juts it foul over to the left. Got her swinging. Casey Page is up next. Base hit her last trip. And over in left. Under is Vera. And the side is retired. Solo shot for Mickey James. 13-2 is the score. To the top of the 8th we go. And just as we figured, we're going to be going to the bullpen. And they'll be calling Savannah Evans. And their closer's going to be warming up just right about now. And that one's a questionable call. 1-1. 0-1. Now it's 1-1. Over and right, excuse me. Kylie has it. And Vera's retired. And let's see what Willow does. 1-0 now. 0-1. 1-1 now. And swing and miss. 1-2. Uppercuts it over in foul territory, but playable. And Mandy Leon puts it away. Top of the lineup we go for Roz. Strike 1, just on the outside. Swing and a miss. 0-2. The 0-2. Got her swinging. 1-2-3 go the Rosies. 13-2 is the score. To the bottom of the lineup we go. Time to add in some extra insurance for the Queens as Ella Envy makes her way to the plate. Outside. 1-0. Ooh, that should have been ball 2, but it's strike 1. Again, I'm questioning the umpires. Over in center, routine. And Willow puts it away. Let's see what Kylie Page does. Sack flyer last trip. Took one for the team. Took one for her sister. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Comes up empty and the ball in the dugout, 1-2. The old 1-2. And deep drive. Out of here! Kylie Page knocks it out of the park. 14-2 in favor of the Queens. Adding on insurance, that's exactly what they're going to be doing. And Jordan Grace has been on fire. She needs a triple for the cycle. The 1-0. And base hit. Base hit in center. Jordan Grace has been on fire. Let's see how cool it is with Lady Frost. And then over in right center field gap, base hit. And everybody's going to be moving up 90 feet and then some. And Jordan Grace is going to be ignoring the stop sign, and she makes it. And Mandy Leon is in there. Is at the plate. And juts a foul over to the right side. Outside, 1-1. And on the ground, Dollar has it. Throw to first is in time, and runner at third retreats. Let's see what Mickey James does. Inside, almost got her. Two 2-0 now. Let's look at Lady Frost now the pitch. And base hit, scoring is Lady Frost. To first over is Mickey James. And to Mandy Leon, excuse me. Mickey James, yes. Allison Kay is going to be up at the plate, and we're going to be having a pitcher change. Satin Dollz Mia makes her way to the mound. And uppercuts hit Mia. And the side is retired. 3-run score for the Queens, 16-2. Last chance for the Riveters. The closer is going to be making her way to the mound, and that's Emily J. She'll be squaring off against Felicity. That one's a questionable call. It's strike one. And deep drive. Out of here! Felicity knocks it out of the park. This game ain't over yet. It ain't over till it's over. 16-3 in favor of the Queens. Sandal in a cold streak. 3 for 3 in the game. And she's going to be 4 for 4. Oh, she dropped it! She dropped it! But throw to second, and it's in time! Cold streak almost came to a close, but there's Ella. Last chance for the Riveters. Simone. And 1-1. And 1-2 now. And got her. Very last chance for the Riveters as Andy makes her way to the plate. And swing and a miss. 0-1. And swing and a miss. Last chance. Say goodnight. Garden State Queens win. They successfully defended their title. 16-3 the final score. What a game, folks. The line score speaks for itself. It was dominant for the Garden State Queens. You can tell that why they're the reigning and defending Tiller Tournament Series champions. Winning pitcher is Izzy, losing pitcher Posey. 16-3 in favor of the Queens. And the Queens having their supporters storming the field. And as we take a look at take a look at the stats, the homers speak for themselves. Mickey James, Kylie Page, and Jordan Grace dominating for the Queens side. For the Riveters side, 1 homer in the ninth, and that was from Felicity. Only 1 error from the Queens side, but that really doesn't matter. You can tell why the Queens are the dominant force in both the International Women's Day and in the Tiller Tournament Series. Speaking of which, they're going to be defending their titles in the Tiller Tournament Series. More details to come this upcoming summer as we pay tribute to Michael Tiller. But for now, we're going to be celebrating the rest of International Women's Day. Congratulations to the Riveters, but even bigger congratulations to the Queens. Next year, they're going to be defending their title against the Tallahassee Lassies as we reconvene right back here next year, the exact same date, March 8th, 2026. All right, folks, with that being said, I bid you adieu. Have a happy rest of the International Women's Day. This is Anthony Hart, the captain, saying so long, and we'll see you in the Tiller Tournament Series come this summer.